So the really cool story and the idea behind the Timekettle 4 Pro is this idea that people need to communicate, right? Across time, across space, but also across languages. And as the world economy grows and people are doing international business, this idea really comes from science fiction, right? If you've read the book Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or you've watched Star Trek, there's this idea of the babblefish, right? Which is this small little yellow fish-like species that you put it in your ear and allows people to hear each other's language. As I demonstrate, right, the Timekettle 4 Pro, is you'll see a little bit of that coming out, whether it's in the communication between my wife and I, or the demonstration where I walk you through kind of what it looks like, is the future science that we used to think about and dream about is happening now, and it's amazing. Pretty stoked about this one. This is the Timekettle W4 Pro. This is like the 5th or 6th generation of these. These are the AI interpreter earbuds. So there's actually a live translation on audio and video. Supports currently right now 40 plus online languages. You're going to get 95% accuracy. It has 6 hours worth of continuous translation. This will work in real-time translation playback, but also phone call and online meeting translation. It will also do offline translation as well. So we're going to jump into everything here. Again, this is by Timekettle. You can see right here, you can visit more at timekettle.co, but let's jump in right now. Okay, so here's what's in the box. You've got all of your instruction manual and agreements in here. You actually have your charger and everything here. So these are beautifully made, right? This is a hard metal. This goes together almost like basically a sandwich to charge these. And so it's going to look something like this. We're going to take off this right here. Look all the way around. I almost don't even want to touch it because I don't want to get my fingerprints on it. It's a USB-C. I can see that already, and I'm assuming that the cord is going to be right in here. So we're going to open this. And we've got a USB to USB-C. So there's our USB-C. Here's our USB. Pull this around here. So the cord's going to be about 2 feet in length here. And we're going to close this back up and give you a closer look at this by itself. Really well made, very clean. And as we pull this off, there's magnets here, and we have it labeled already. You can see right here we have an R for the right ear and an L for the left ear. And again, these just fit right in together. There is a magnetic piece right there. So you'll notice when it's opened that that little green LED light comes on. And these just sit right in here. We do have one sticker in here for the charging base, so we're going to take that off. Take the right one off. And then you're also going to have a little sticker here so that these can charge on the charging base. And on each earpiece, you'll see that you've got an L there. And there's a little LED blinking right, showing right here that it's charging. So we'll show you more when we jump into it, but I wanted to show you this. First of all, just how clean this is. This fits together just like this, super portable, fit in a backpack. Let's go into the documentation and see what we've got here. There's quite a bit of things. So W4 Pro, that's the version that we're talking about. Different languages here, frequently asked questions. These are kind of foldable, so it tells you basically everything that's coming in. So there's a quick start guide right here. So I just wanted to show you that. You can scan the app right here and go through. Now, for those of you that have never used one of these before, you can actually do live translations straight from a mobile device, straight from a video conferencing tool, and live just talking person to person. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and walk through a demo with you where I have some text coming from the computer and going that route to get the live translation. And I'm going to try and see if I can record the speaker so you can hear it. I might not be able to, but we'll see what that looks like. So this is everything that comes in the box. You've got a charger, your device, and all the paperwork. Just so here I've got the AI interpreter earbuds, the W4 Pros from Timekettle. I've actually got them on, and they are over the ear. And so you're going to have mics on the outside. They're going to pick up people speaking or separate audio. And so I just wanted to show you a little bit of a view of what they look like. So from the front and the profile, they do wrap around the back of the ear here for support. And it's pretty much like one size fits all. You could tuck them in, right? But they're not meant to go in the ear. And so what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to jump into the app and show you how to manage everything in the app. The app works with both Android and Apple devices. So you would just download that by scanning the QR code that comes in the box and you should be good to go. This is the Timekettle W4 Pro AI earbud translators. I have the right one. My wife has the left one. We are going to be speaking continental Portuguese and English. It's really easy in the app. Once you get to the app, you click on one-on-one, you select your languages. It will give you some instructions. It just told me to speak English. It's telling her to speak Portuguese. What you're also getting is a live transcription of the conversation right now. We have a script that we're kind of going off of to make sure that we're on the same page. And she's listening to all of this in Portuguese, and then we will begin.
Olá, tudo bem?
Yes, everything is fine. There's about a 4-second delay.
Você já viu aquele filme novo que todo mundo tá comentando?
I have not seen the new movie that everybody's talking about.
Eu tô super curioso para assistir, mas ainda não tive tempo.
You're super excited to watch it?
Sim, super curioso para assistir.
Is that something that you want to go watch?
Sim, eu tô pensando em ir no cinema esse final de semana. Você quer ir comigo?
Absolutely, I want to go with you this weekend.
A gente pode combinar de jantar antes. Ok, você acha?
Yes, we can have dinner before. Can we have a kiss after the movie?
Possível.
Possible. Are you kidding me right now with 7 kids? So that's the conversation that we had. We're going to go see a movie that everybody has been talking about lately. We're going to have dinner before and, according to her, possibly kiss. So we've downloaded the Timekettle app. You can use this on an iPhone or Android. And we're going to pick the device that we have. So we have the W4 Pro here. We just unboxed it. So we're going to click here. And we're going to allow it to send notifications, different things like that. And you'll see that these are both charging as an example. And we're going to make sure that we connect to the device. And let's see, we're going to add new Timekettle W4 Pro right there. I actually have them in my ear right now, so I'm just waiting to hear that little kind of ding or chime to let you know that they are connected. So once we are connected, there's going to be a sound in the ear, and now I've got them connected to Bluetooth. So we're going to go back to the app. They're connected. And so we're going to upgrade them, and then I'll cut the video after the upgrade and kind of walk you back and show you kind of what this looks like when you're in there. And a couple of things that you'll notice about the app is that not only is it recording the audio, but it's also recording the text, and you can see that on the screen. So overall, this really cool moment, right, where my wife is speaking Portuguese, which she learned how to speak there when she lived there for a couple years. And then I was listening in English. I could speak English and it would come to her in Portuguese. So we don't have any other languages in the house currently. Well, at least any of my kids speak it well enough. So overall, for the Timekettle, super easy to install, super easy to use. The instructions are super easy. You can see that in the app. It just tells you exactly what to do, tells you which earbud to give to which person depending on what they're doing. It comes together in this super awesome case that again charges with a USB to USB-C. And the download was super easy. You just scan the app and you're good to go. This is going to be great for anybody that travels for business. I think some of you already know this. I work in education, so we have kids that speak multiple languages that come to our school. Some of them which are on Google Translate and some of those other tools, some of them which are not, which is, kind of frustrating at times. So the nice thing, again, I'm just going to hit some key points before we finish up, because I want to make sure that I give this the due respect that it deserves. So some of the things that I don't want to miss. The media translation, right, is you can stay connected with the Bluetooth and you're in about a 3-second delay. So if I'm speaking English, it's going through the earbuds into the other person and you've got about a 3-second delay, which is huge, right? That's not a massive time frame. It's enough that it goes through. And I think I showed you in the app as well that not only are you going to get the audio translation, but you're going to get the text translation as well in the app, so you can see that. You can also download text from other documents and put that in. The battery life is really, really good. I showed you that in the app. It gives you kind of a countdown of how much you have left in your app. And the no in-ear design makes sharing easy and basically hygienic. So you're not shoving things in your ears, just resting on the outside of the ear. Super easy to kind of get that conversation going. And when we talk about the languages and that AI tool of, basically translating for us, giving us the text as well as the audio, is not only do we have the 40 languages, but we have a bunch of different dialects from different countries. So when we showed you in the app, for example, my wife was speaking Portuguese from Portugal, which is a little bit different than Brazilian Portuguese. Overall, 5 out of 5.